Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday. Feels very weird to be home on a Wednesday. Um, I hope you guys are doing well. We are healthy but stuck at home, which is nice for me because I absolutely love to be home and I just don't have time to stay home and get stuff done. So I have a big long list of spring cleaning items, and today I finished all the windows. So yesterday I started with the insides downstairs, cleaning screens and the edges and the grooves, and then washing the windows. Today I did all the upstairs and finished outside. So I feel a great sense of accomplishment now. I can play a little. But I wanted to come on and just, let you know I'm thinking about everyone and hoping you're all staying safe and enjoying your time. It's nice to be home and not be sick and to be able to get some stuff done, but I also intend to read a book. So I'm going to start that soon, maybe. Okay, so couple things again. Celebration so far is till the end of the month. Not sure if it's going to extend beyond that or not because of the virus and people canceling workshops and things of that nature. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that. But I'll let you know if they extend it. That would be great. And also the mini catalog is still good until the end of June. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. So today I wanted to just share something with you. I had this little frame forever and I had something else in it and I got really tired of looking at it. And because like the other day when I did the last video, I made a little wreath. I thought, oh, I'm going to try that with an oval. Not with the Stamparatus, but just with an oval. So I used one of my oval dies and just made a circle around here. And I know it looks a little more square, but anyway, I used the same stamp set as I used the last time. And I can't remember which one. I think it was the Abstract Impressions. And then the Dragonfly was from another stamp set. But anyway, this sort of matches the color of my room a little better than the other thing that I had here. And the nice thing about these is you can change them out however you want. If you don't like it anymore, you get tired of it, just change it. So anyway, that was one thing I did this morning. So now what I thought I would do is use this stamp set called Free as a Bird. I know it's backwards. It's okay. You don't need to read it. I found a cute picture on Pinterest, a cute card that I thought I would replicate today. And something that I really have not used too much of are the watercolor pencils. So this particular one is the Assortment 2. So it's got 2, 4, 6, 10 watercolor pencils, different colors. And I thought I would try those today because I don't use them often enough. And I wanted you to see how they work. So I'm going to turn you around and move you over here. You can. My other goal for this room is to clean it up. I've got so much in here, especially that far corner, that I need to just say, you know what? You don't need this. Get rid of it. All right. My windows are clean, you see. I'm so excited that that's done because that really needed it. We keep a humidifier going in the winter and it really causes a lot of not sediment, but what do you call it? Like a film on our windows. Oh, I need to get my Flirty Flamingo stamp pad too. I'm only going to use the stamp pad for a little bit of something. So on the card that I found, they used, and this is from someone, her website is stampingala.com, so I want to give credit to that person. And what they basically did was they did it in a like a bluish, maybe Coastal Cabana color. I'm using Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just gonna start here and work my way I'm not sure how much of this will get covered up because I did not make this card in advance, so hopefully I won't mess it up too badly. So all I did was use this flower stamp, and I know you're not going to be able to see too well. I just made a little diagonal with the flowers. Okay, so now I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to cut out, I've got another piece of Very Vanilla here. This is how I did it. I had the 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. Then I went down a notch, so instead of doing the 5 1/4 by 4, I went down to the 5 by 3 3/4. So that's what this piece of Very Vanilla is, okay? And then, so the next one that I cut out, this Flirty Flamingo, was the 4 3/4 by 3.5, just so you know. And then that way, it is going to give me a little bit more of the Flirty Flamingo edge once I put that down. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, I've got my stitch nested labels. Let me just grab my Big Shot quick. So the stitch nested labels, hold on, I'm just going to cut a piece of this a little bit smaller, are the ones that coordinate with this Free as a Bird stamp set. So they look like this. And there are 9 of them. And so what we're going to do is cut out one in the Very Vanilla. And while I'm at it, I've got a piece of crumb cake. Whoops, I gotta make my sandwich. All right. So I just took this one. Wait, I'm gonna do it wrong. I want to use the smaller one here with the crumb cake. And then the bigger one with the Very Vanilla. And I like multitasking, so I'm going to put them through my machine at the same time. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I forgot, I got it on this paper and it wiggles. Normally, you don't get a lot of wiggling with this Big Shot because it is a little bit heavy, but because I have it on my scrap paper, it is moving around a little bit. Okay, I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to set this aside. And you can see the 2 things that I cut out here, the Very Vanilla and the crumb cake. So the crumb cake, I am just going to take a minute and cut it in half. And it doesn't have to be exact because you're not going to see where I cut it in half. Okay, so now from the Free as a Bird stamp set, I'm going to take this line of birds. And I did check to make sure that they fit nicely on here. And I thought what I would do is use my Early Espresso. So what I'm going to do is just stamp, 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 make sure that it's covered nicely, and then look how cute that is. And I'm using again my Simple Chamois to clean my stamp off with. Okay, can you see that? How cute, right? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some of these pencils and I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo, and then I've got some Granny Apple Green, and let's see what else. well, let me start with that for now. So let me just take the green and I'm going to just color these in nicely. You don't have to be horribly exact because it's not that kind of a stamp set that, you know, it has to be perfectly so. And I really like these watercolor, whoops, I don't want to do the flower with that. I really like the watercolored pencils because then what I like to do is take a blender pen, and all this does is it has a little bit of liquid in it. Whoops, somehow it didn't get cleaned off very well last time. And it will give it a little bit of a real watercolor look. So that's why when you do this, you don't have to be super exact because this blender pen is going to help you. And then the way I clean it off is I just, you know, dab it on my paper. All right, so when it comes to the bird, I think I'm just gonna go like around the edges some. And I may just leave the inside a little blank. I'm not real good at knowing what birds look like. I mean, I know what they look like, but I don't pay that much attention to their coloring or anything like that. Speaking of birds, our red-winged blackbirds are back, and they are outside today just singing away happily. So I'm so glad. That's a nice, happy sign of spring amidst everything that we're going through, isn't it? So anyway, last night I saw a video from the CEO of Stampin' Up. They're such nice, concerned people. And she was talking about how, you know, even there, they are on a, you know, not a skeleton crew, but they are not taking any chances with this virus. So they're saying, you know, it could be that some things take a little longer to ship because of that. So just keep that in mind when you're placing an order. It might not be quite as fast as what we're used to, the lightning speed of Stampin' Up. All right, now what color shall I think I'm going to do the flowers with, not Night of Navy, maybe this one. This one is Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to do that, just color them in, and then I'm going to use my blender pen again. The one thing that I don't have a color for is this branch of this tree, but I'm just gonna, I do have the stamp color for that, so that will, I mean the ink, I can do that with the ink. Oh, I missed a little of the Granny Apple Green here on this leaf. Okay, now let me just grab my Sahara Sand. And this is, again, you use the same blender pen. And what I'm going to do is press down. And then you'll end up with some color here on the inside. Make sure that that's clean of all the other colors. And then I'm just going to color in this branch. It's nice and subtle. I like it. All right, so now we are ready to do some assembling. So what I want to do, this time I was smart and got my Stampin' Adhesive and the dimensionals out already. So what I want to do is put a little on each end here. And then I'm going to try to line this up. Let me see, I might do it this way. And just leave a little bit showing. But I want to be sure I got the same amount showing on both sides. Approximately. How's that look? Isn't that cute? All right, now we have our Flirty Flamingo cardstock. And the only thing I forgot to get out was my bone folder. Here it is. So let's bone fold away. And then I'm going to attach this piece that I did earlier with my snail adhesive. I'm going to attach it to the Very Vanilla piece, and then that we're going to attach to the Flirty Flamingo cardstock piece. Even that on its own is nice. But now the wow factor, right? We're going to use our dimensionals, and I think I'm going to use 4 on here just because it's kind of a big piece to just be stuck there. I don't want to lose it in the mail. And then I'm going to center it here as best as I can again. And there it is. There's the card for today. Now I didn't put a sentiment on this one, but you could put on whatever you wanted. I just thought this is a nice card because you can just send one to a friend who you miss, because there's so many people we're not seeing right now that it's kind of nice to let them know, hey, I'm thinking about you and I really miss you. So anyway, that's the card for today. And don't forget our sales that are going on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And I'm going to move your, oh, don't look at my messy corner there. Let's switch you back around there. So, whoops, ask questions if you want. If you're interested even in doing a Facebook party, they've been pretty successful and they're a lot of fun. They do not require much on your part, but to just invite people, and basically you ask them, would you like to be part of my Facebook Stampin' Up! Party? And if they say yes, then we will send an invite. And that way you can invite people, and then I will go through products and you can take a look and see what you would like for Hostess Rewards. Stampin' Up! Celebration has great Hostess Rewards for the celebration. And that's only till the end of March, so time is running out. But as long as you do this Facebook party before the end of March, and we close before the end of March, you can get those Hostess Rewards. There's also specials for signing up with Stampin' Up! Before the end of March, and purchases. So if you purchase $50 or more, you get a free item. If you purchase $100 or more, you get, in the $100 level, free item, or 2 50s. Other than that, what else do I have to tell you about? I think that's about it. So I hope that you're enjoying your extra time at home. I know I'm loving it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'd be glad to help you. If you've already purchased Stampin' Up! Products and they're sitting around and you're not using them, get them out. And if you need ideas for, say you bought a stamp set and you're like, I don't know where to begin with this, just post on my Artistically Yours page, and I will help you. I'll come up with some ideas, and maybe if I've got the same stamp set, we could do a live video together and work on a project together. So let me know about that, or even if you just want some ideas for a stamp set you do have or something you already own, I'm here to help. So that's it for now. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.